What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is Thank God It's Football. Today we're talking about probably the hottest topic of football right now, that is Mesut Ozil, 32-year-old Arsenal's number 10, signed from Real Madrid for 42.5 million pounds, which was a record in 2013. So far, he's contributed to 39 goals and 50 assists at Arsenal, but this season he's nowhere to be seen. So Marcel, tell me what exactly is happening there.
According to the Arsenal correspondent at goal.com, he was like um, when the coronavirus outbreak stopped football, the players had to take their wage cuts, right? So apparently Ozil refused to take a wage cut. That ticked off the club and the board a lot. And also he made some statements about the mistreatment of Muslims in China, and the club did not, they they publicly didn't want to do anything to him, but internally, yeah, they did not back him or anything. The club did not show any support to him. Usually, clubs should, if any statement, if there's a statement made by the player of the club should at least, give some information about that and probably even back the player. But Arsenal did not do anything. And about the wage cut, Ozil refused to take a wage cut because he wanted to know what um, he did not take a wage cut for two reasons. First reason was he wanted to know where all that money was gonna go. Second reason is he wanted assurance that even if the players take a wage cut, then there shouldn't, be any layoffs or something like um, the other staff, the club staff members, they shouldn't be fired and laid off. But those two things did not happen. They did not tell where the money was going, and people got 55 people got fired from the club. And Ozil, I think he kind of knew that the money was wasn't going into the right, wasn't being put to good use. It was gonna go back to the owner's pocket, and that's one of his main reasons not to take a wage cut. That definitely made the board angry. And along with the people who were fired, our mascot also was fired. Like Gunnosaurus was a big figure at Arsenal. He got fired, but Ozil promised to pay his wages, Gunnosaurus's wages from his own pocket.
Yeah, so because at the start of the season he did probably play under Emery, and then when Arteta came, he was the number one name on the team sheet, at least for the Premier League matches. Obviously, at 32, you don't expect him to play week in, week out. And what kind of an influence does a player like Mesut Ozil bring to an Arsenal situation? And would you field him right now in the present playing in 11?
Like we all know right now, Arsenal is not creating chances for shit. Okay, and when it's a player like Ozil, when it's a player with the capability and the stature of Ozil, it's not just on the field but also off the field that he makes a difference. Players take time to settle in the Premier League. He had, if I'm not wrong, the highest assists for Arsenal the moment he joined Arsenal from Real Madrid, and that's the big thing. And he was at his prime, the top of his game when he came, and Wenger loved him. He loved Wenger. He loved playing at Arsenal, and he loved playing for the fans. It wasn't just the money that was motivating him, but it was also the fans and the game. And Arsenal's game is tailor-made for someone like Ozil. The beautiful passes that Ozil makes, it's something Arsenal fans crave for. It's something they want to see, and then it's something that's missing in Arsenal right now. A team like Arsenal, you expect them to at least draw against Leicester, especially after they've strengthened their squad, with the likes of Partey, Gabriel, and all. I'm not talking about especially the Leicester game, but then I am saying there is a very specific reason why Aubameyang hasn't scored in the past 5 game weeks. And I'm not saying Ozil is directly linked to Aubameyang's goals, but Ozil is probably the pre-assist or a pre-assist, but Ozil is definitely making a difference in the playmaking. And at the age of 32, with all the experience and with all the kind of players he has played, obviously on and off the field, he's making the difference. And as Marcel said, like initially when I got to know about this whole Ozil not taking a wage cut, I didn't read much into it. But later, when I asked Marcel about it, that's when he told me that Ozil wanted to know where the money was going, and he decided not to take a pay cut for the right reasons. And that's when I started backing Ozil, because it baffled me when he didn't take a pay cut in the start and then he started funding Gunnosaurus. I'm like, what the fuck is up? Like, what's going on? I really didn't know what was going on. So that's when, and when Ozil finally wasn't added in the team sheet, that baffled me the most. I mean, you really I gotta have some big cojones to do something like that to Ozil, of all the people. I mean, we
And
all
he's
saw
your
the
number 10.
2014 World Cup.
He's
Yeah,
your number
and
10.
he's your number 10, and we all saw the 2014 World Cup. We know what he's capable of. Oh, Mesut Ozil is one of the greatest playmakers to come out of Germany, without a doubt.
So, oh, Mesut Ozil presently his contract is till 2021. All right. Uh, the summer window just passed by. The transfer window just passed by. I'm not going to call it summer thanks to 2020. So, so what could have been done differently, Marcel, to avoid this? Probably sell him, loan him.
See, the club, they wanted Ozil out of the club. The board wanted him out of the club, but Ozil refused to leave. He wanted to make name for himself back on the team sheet. He wanted to play again. He committed himself. He's been training hard. He's been training week in week out every day and hasn't been included in the squad also. It's not that he wants to go away from Arsenal. He wants to leave Arsenal. What the club wants and what Ozil wants, it's two very different things. The club want him to go. He wants to stay. He wants to stay for the love of the club and the fans, and he loves it at London and in North London. Um, yeah, I think he wanted to stay till this contract ended. So that didn't happen, and that's I don't think he's gonna go in any of these transfer windows. I think he'll stay until his contract ends and then probably move to the MLS or the Middle East or somewhere.
Yeah, obviously I'm pretty sure he won't go back to Germany given those racist stuff that happened against him in 2018. Probably MLS or Turkish league because he's a Turkish origin player, but probably move to the Turkish league as well. Shrikar, your take on this, his future?
His future. See, I mean, I think it's his choice whether it is game time he wants or whether it is, to squeeze every bit of dignity out of the Arsenal board. Because if that's what he wants to do, then he can sit under an umbrella and take his money that he is uh, worthy of from the contract that he has signed. But again, if he wants game time and if he wants to play, and then I mean, there are tons of clubs that will just take him on loan if it's on loan, and if it's even for sale. I mean, right now, Arsenal doesn't really have the upper hand in any negotiation as such. If Even if a club pays his release clause, it's up to Ozil if he wants to go. If he walks out of the negotiations for his wages, or if he just says I want to stay here, even though I don't get game time, then it's up to him. So Arsenal does not really have the upper hand in any kind of a negotiation. On what could have been done, I think. I mean, being a Man United supporter, I know how bad, how annoying, and how mentally, how do I put this? Uh, mentally taxing a bad board or an owner can be.
I've been
And
there.
I can, yeah, I've been there, and especially the Reguilon deal has shattered all as Man United
I am
fans.
there.
Yeah, you are there. So I know, like, every fan right now, most of the fans right now will be thinking Ozil deserves better. Ozil should not be treated this way. But that's the sad state of football today. It's all about the money. It's all about what the owners want, and it should be about what the owners want because they own the club and then they've put their hard-earned money into the club. But the owners are making money because of the fans, and I think the fans should be respected, and neither the Arsenal board and many other boards around the world aren't doing it. And I want to make one more point that Ozil is actually, like, there are a lot of there are a lot of outlets that Arsenal pays off. The Arsenal board and the Arsenal club pays off to uh, to float fake news in the media. And this fake news is obviously, see, Ozil is not English, and the media is English, and English media is known to scrutinate any player who's not English, and that is obviously against Ozil. And with the whole Muslim stuff coming out in many countries, that's also against Ozil. There are a lot of things against Ozil, and I feel the fan support is what he needs the most right now.
See, speaking from a board's point of view, all right, he's Arsenal's highest paid player. Paying 300,000 pounds a week to him is not easy, all right. And at the situation of lockdown where you want a pay cut, I know he didn't take it for the good reasons, but if you think from the board's point of view, paying 300,000 to one player, whereas other players are ready to take their pay cut, is something the board probably will not favor. So in this kind of a situation, where does Arteta stand? What leverage does he have on the board?
Honestly, I feel Arteta is he can't really do anything. If you
No.
before the lockdown, you've seen him play week in week. He was in Arteta's team in almost every match, and after the lockdown, I feel Arteta's being forced to make Ozil sit. I feel that the board forced Arteta into not including Ozil in the Premier League squad or in even the Europa League squad. So I don't think Arteta has much say in this situation.
No,
Even if you see his interviews and all that, he tries his best to skip all the Ozil questions.
what kind of a relation does Arteta have with the Arsenal board? Because we've seen manager board relations do have a great impact, right? Does see because he wanted
Well,
party, he got party, so you can say probably board backs Arteta.
true,
So
true. Even Arteta himself has said that he's got the full support of all the owners, but if he had the full support, we'd have an Ozil replacement by now. If the club does not want Ozil anymore. So I'm sure if the club fully backed Arteta, they would have had an Ozil replacement. So I think Arteta is just doing his best with what he can right now.
all right, so this is another question. Say it's a hypothetical situation. Say both of you are Arsenal stakeholders, and this Corona time is going on, and he says, "I don't want to take a wage cut." So what do you guys decide to do? This is to both of you, all right? Both of you are stakeholders.
Uh,
This is a tough question to answer.
it
But it's not like the club does not have any money. It's not like the owners aren't poor. The owners are very, very rich. Just pay with your own pocket. No, you haven't invested in the club since you've taken majority of the shares and all that. But we haven't seen even 50% of what you've taken from us given back to us. So yeah, I feel the owners should have paid. The owners should have done better during this point of time, especially in this point. It's not going to last forever. So and fans are eventually going to be back. So it's just a matter of time only. And it's not like it's how much you're going to pay to them is a small amount compared to how much you get. per annum.
Alright, makes sense.
I have an interesting question on like I want to ask either of you, like Marcel majorly, obviously, but if so in a squad of say I don't know 30 players, 25 players, so
That,
in a squad of so many players, if Ozil was ready to take a pay cut, I mean ready to reject taking a pay cut, why didn't the other player support him, or why didn't any other player just go ahead with Ozil and refuse to take a pay cut?
see,
If like
not
is
not
there
every
is
player.
there a division in the dressing room? Like no, I'm not, see, what I mean is Ozil on good terms with the players, or what exactly is going on there? Because if I mean it can't be that out of 30 there's only one person who wants to take a pay cut or is actually concerned about the club. Because I mean I think there should be players like Aubameyang also who are concerned about the
Yeah,
club.
there were other players as well. There were two or three other players along with Ozil who did not take a pay cut. And it's not like Ozil is on bad terms with his teammates. They're all in good terms. It's just that it depends on player to player and what they want. And Ozil, he's smart. He's been in the club long enough to see through the board's bullshit. Um, so I guess it depends on player to player. And
See,
Ozil was right in asking that question: where is the money going?
basically,
And not get
he did not say no to taking a pay cut. He just wanted
yeah.
justifications, and not everybody is brave enough to go against your board. We cannot like directly go up against your employer, right? So that's the thing. And one like coming back to my question, so let's come back and discuss his future. We already touched upon this. So, any particular club, if not Arsenal, would you like to see Ozil at, Shrika?
The problem here is, like you said, yeah, he could go to the Turkish league, but is he willing to take? I mean, no Turkish league in his wildest dreams will be paying him 350K.
Obviously,
That's
he has
not
to
even
take
a
a huge
question.
pay cut. He has to
He
take a
has to
huge
take a
anywhere he
huge
goes.
pay cut.
Anywhere
Yes.
he goes.
So that is one of the major concerns. If he's ready to take, ready to take a pay cut for good football, I think every major, I mean, all the major clubs will be looking for Mesut Ozil, who's a free agent, because, like I said before, he not only brings something on the pitch, but he brings a lot off the pitch. He is one of the most intelligent footballers to be present in the world. So he will be good at any club he goes. But if I had to choose a particular club where he could be useful right now, I mean, uh, I don't know. With I think Sheffield could really use someone like Ozil. But yeah, I mean, any team that is lacking goals and needs a good playmaker, I think Ozil is the man if he's available for free.
Arsenal.
Yeah, so this basically, Ozil is now not in your squad. Jan transfer window is coming. After 21, you're gonna sell him as a free agent. You're not gonna make any money. So would you like transfer him out in Jan 21? At least make some money rather than nothing. As an Arsenal board, not as an Arsenal fan.
As Arsenal board, yeah, I'd cash in on him
Ca-
because I don't have any intention of playing him in any game, even the cup games. So might as well cash in on him rather than not getting any money in the end
And now, as
and
an
save
Arsenal
up
fan,
the money.
what's your opinion as an Arsenal
As
fan
an
about
Arsenal
his
fan,
future? About his future, if not Arsenal.
I want him to play. If not Arsenal, I'd like to see him at Hyderabad FC, but we all know that's not gonna happen. Um,
So, all right,
I don't
guys.
know. MLS probably.
MLS. Okay. So, all right, guys. Thank.
Yeah, but with the way football is changing, but with the way football is changing, I don't think any major club would want to take Ozil. Maybe Inter, I guess. I don't know.
I know
Yeah,
you can.
Inter
I know you
is
can
Inter.
speak days about Ozil, but now let's just
I know.
stop right here. And yeah, all right, guys. So that's been our video. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Also follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We have interesting stuff coming up. And make sure you tune into this channel once again. Thank you, guys.